first of all, no, I just want to say a big thank you to the current government. I know it's said the now Ampadu deserves what was given to him in reference to being given the assisted state barrier. We thank him. I know he's an asset for Ghana. He's an asset for Africa. And still no, I think Nasia near the current government for initiating that and giving him what he's due. Now, jumping from that, there's as the children of the Nakan Ampadu, we have our own plans, we have ideas how you see a museum for him, so that we can have memorabilia, he has books, we can display them so that people can come in, people can learn and know who he was, and it's we have other plans. Now, so what we're planning to do, even this year, it's in works, and we hope we'll be able to make it happen. We're trying to have a concert for him in Europe, which is more like a celebrating of life. Now, hopefully we can be able to make a little bit of proceed out of that. And then in terms of we have France, we have Netherlands, and then we're thinking about UK, and then coming to the US, so we can have a celebration of celebrating in the High Life King, because he still have fans out here, right? So at least we can have some proceed and use that towards the building of the museum for him. Now, the backstory with some of the issues we are facing right now is when the great one passed. Yes, he's an icon of free ahimfie, and before penny for yes, they will find a place for us. So now I think so they pitched the idea to the current government. Now, so meet me abwa now me see an edifice or some kind of music library or a museum for him. Now, many of you may not know when he passed. Yes, there's misunderstanding and issues. So we had everything planned, set. The funeral is going to be happening in Accra, so that Accra is a city. Now, I think set either Ebusiafo, Bofon Pennyfo, say or this year, until the feel set it's right. Say it was planned to have like a short one for him in Accra, and then they lifted the body to Boko to have the funeral over there. And then I think due to that, per my understanding, anyway, there's a sign, in reference to the government involvement in this annual. But it looks like they are still bent on trying to depend on them to help out with the project that they pitched to them. But we are looking at it a year about the DNC. So we started kind of talking and engaging the stakeholders in it. Said, we're ready to do something for our dad. Now, and back and forth. My brothers at home were initiating those conversations. But let's call a spade a spade. Sometimes we are free. It's me around a little bit slow. A few months ago, I have to rush down so that I can also kind of witness it and kind of push some push some things around to see maybe we can facilitate that as quick as possible. I went, spent some time, about 5 days in Oboko. Now, we met with Nifahine, we met with the Konting and all those folks said, we are ready. I don't know, it's getting to 2 years. It's been celebrated, Papano, 1 year anniversary. It's getting to 2 years. What is exactly going on? And then coming to find out, I think Sempenifono, AUB or that, I didn't know. I think he called himself one man cemetery man. I forgot his name, the title Nankasa or Chem4 or something. And then he is the one in charge, and he is bent on something is really going to happen from the government. And they probably kind of kick it back to us, which we have to speak to the guy. We initiated a conversation with him, and unfortunately, some of the things he was saying was very distasteful. He was very, very harsh and insensitive. Because what he was saying, he said, "Say, I didn't say because we already have a plan, and the Tombstone picture now, cover, it's what we have decided. Even we did that almost a year ago. Said, they should allow us to build a tombstone on our dad's, place, and Yamo Biska already, we have given him almost 60% of the money for the guy to go site, and then they push us back. So, still, no, they are still bent on, getting something from the other side. And I'm telling you, it's getting to 2 years. If they have that in their plans, this is not something that it should take that long. But we are ready. Handle our DNA as the kids, we will be able to do it. At least we can work with you guys and bring our plans. Then you guys can sign off on it and work together, and we can plan this. And the first bond is almost getting to 60 years. Me, I'm here more than 50 years. We're not kids, but I want to be a freedom. It's like they don't see you, right? I say, they will not kind of consult you, right? Because they see you, quote unquote, as kids, and it's very sad. But I say, this is where we are, and this gentleman is telling us, basically telling us, say a percent, you call it Tombstone war, and none swat, baby, in the swat. Then we have to go and take their body out and go take it to the cemetery. And yes, it was so sad for him saying that. And for me, the reason is he wants to get a contract so he can build something, so he can make something out of it. He doesn't really care about how long it's taking, but he's more concerned with his pocket. And it's so sad. So I say, basically, I say, if we sit in the house, we discuss it, like Montiasia, then we just have to, speak our minds, because we are in pain. We are in pain because this thing should be fixed quick, because we are ready to get things done. We are and for me, I feel said, not trying to say anything, but what I'm deducing for my own, it's just maybe the coaching here and the guy are just in bed, and he's just basically just not listening to us. What I said, and it's just unfortunate, you guys are doing that to us. What I said, because if I have to show you, some of the pictures of the place that he is, whoever is taking care of the place is not maintaining the place. It's just, it's so sad. What I say, it's so sad, and we are ready to do it. Why don't you want to hand the thing over to us so we can, make sure our dad is in the right place? Other conversation, no more having said, Mama, you see your tombstone. Now, some of them are ready. Say whatever you are chasing, we are ready. But we just want to have that tombstone done so we can celebrate his 1 year. And these guys are not really listening to us because they are bent on getting the work whether from the government or whatever, so that somebody will be able to eat off it, which is definitely really sad. It's really, really sad. It's anybody now have any contact, any links to the elders for Oboko, because they gave us the land, and you need if I catch a point blank said assassin nobody am I into the person your assassin be an me now pay you say they say see Tombstone swap, then we get roadblocks. So that's here, and it's very sad. This is the state of where our dad's situation is, and it's just unfortunate. It doesn't have to be public, but we don't have any. You need maybe for the on to speaking our minds, and unfortunately, maybe they will hear us out and maybe do something about it in a quicker say. Because how long are you going to wait to 2 years? It's getting to 2 years. We're just not getting things done. To me personally, as I said in my initial, the Kufuor government has done their bit. What I say, has done their bit to give the man a state-assisted burial. Kudos to them. The rest, leave them alone, and let's find our own means to do what we have to do. What I said, than sitting there and waiting for 2 years. The BNC now, and the man that is in charge, the one-man talent cemetery man, like the place is, and unfortunately, there are certain things I don't want to add to the conversation because, yeah, it's my dad, and it's just unfortunate. But the place that he is and the environment, it's not really nice. What I say, it's not being kept the way it is. What I say, Entina ye pleaded said, more hand in my and consultation, yeah, anymore be discuss it, ye biano, ye mon chain for approval, na ya to your boss, na ye it's me a CC the Biodano, near ye. Fine, so that the loved ones, can come and pay their tribute to him. That's what we are asking for. Miss Remo, anybody that has links, contact to the elders of the palace. Montreal say yes, Remo. Ya back any mama babekasa, any fahina akasa, any coaching here akasa, any penifoli baby akasa, still no baby omujana, and it's very frustrating. And then yes, said. Some of you, sending message on the side, trying to understand what's going on. Sometimes it's a little bit sensitive. I've been pushing them back, and I've not been speaking on it. But with the caliber of the outcome, the feel set in your and yet until the feel set. Maybe when we start speaking out in public now, maybe they'll sit up and probably do what they have to do. But we are ready because already, as I said, we have somebody ready to do the job for us. He has our money. We don't even know whether we can get our money back from him or not. He has our money, right? It's me do be say oje mre na ubetie me na the all and my papa my chairman. It's just unfortunate that they are treating our dad, the high life icon, this way. But maybe if we speak up and things are in a public space, Mejidi said maybe on kakra no my na the question. People come there to see, where he's at. What I say, not because of somebody's pocket, mobile jai papa no aman the barrier site na it's really despicable, heartbreaking. It's so sad. It's so sad. But I have to come out and speak my mind because we are in pain. What I say, we are in pain, and it's just unfortunate. But we the children of the Naka and Ampadu, we have good plans, to make sure even his home in Accra, we're starting a project over there, basically, to make it more some way somehow as a museum that people can come and listen to his songs and kind of understand who he was. But it's very frustrating. But anyway, thank you all for the opportunity for today, for your time. Into no man a woman, into reach out to friends and family, those who knows who and knows who say yes, we are ready to work. We have the means into my me and build the BB na yentimi and take upon him. Now I be my Ghana so